Okay, everyone. Now that we got Deirdre's fingerprint, we can now go in here and try to get Toni Scallari's fingerprint. That sounds like either Spanish or Italian. And, Toni, what are you doing? You're just sitting there staring at me. I can't play a staring contest because you can't see her eyes from here. For all we know, she could have not blinked at all.
Hello.
Okay, let's get some ice cream and get her fingerprint. Come on.
One order of ice cream, please?
Sure.
I think I'm gonna get the chocolate.
I bet I could find a fingerprint on this.
Of course, she touched it. Okay, let's get some dust and get her fingerprint.
Yes, got it.
There. Got Toni Scallari's fingerprint. And now that... let's go get Alexei, whatever his last name was, fingerprint as well. Okay. Okay. There, now that we're at the... there. Before I get his fingerprint, I'm gonna talk to him a little.
Hello? Toni thinks that you're bitter about what happened to you.
Well, of course I am. You would be too.
And that you're jealous of Nancy.
Stop right there. If you're going where I think you are.
I think the polite thing would do, if this was real, was to just say, okay. Because if you did, you would make someone very angry, and that's not polite. So I'm just going to do the polite thing to do.
Okay.
There.
Why do you distrust politicians?
Because they don't care about people like you and me. When they're running for office, we're just votes to buy. Once they're elected, we're just collateral damage for whatever or whomever's buying them off.
If everything is so bad for you here, why didn't you leave?
I could have run away, but this is where my life was taken away from me. This is the only place I can one day get it back.
Well, I hope someday, today, Alexei, that you'll get your day.
What happened to Bennington?
He slandered me in the press, and people forgot about how crooked he was. He got into City Hall. His career took off, he became a judge, and moved on to the big time. Bye-bye, River Heights.
Okay. Okay, now it's time to get his fingerprint.
Do you have any antique radios? Maybe in the back room?
Sure.
Okay. Now it's time to get his fingerprint. Okay.
All of the prints must have been wiped off.
Yeah, because he's always cleaning it. Let's try this. There. There's one.
Got it.
Okay. Let's hurry and clear all this stuff away before Alexei finds out we were doing some fingerprint experiments. Not experiments, we're trying to solve a case. What's this? The alarm keys? And what's this? His trunk. Sorry about that, everyone. That was just my dad. Okay, let's open up this trunk. Just be patient, everyone. My computer's glitching up, so... there, now that we got it open. Huh, his notebook. I'll look at that later when I have a chance.
Why would Alexei have an empty bottle of ether?
Ooh, the mystery thickens. Former amateur detective found guilty. Huh, so this was the reason why Alexei is so upset about what happened when he was 20 years old. Huh. Okay, now that we've explored, let's leave before he catches us. And let's see if we can try to distract Brenda, or find something so we can get her fingerprint.
Hello.
Oh, can't talk to her.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think we need to go a little deeper into the game before we can get her fingerprint. Okay, let's leave and drop the prints off at the station. And let's call Nancy. Wait, before I do, I'm gonna drop the stuff off at the station. There. Now that we dropped this stuff off, let's go call Nancy. I'm really sorry about that lagging, everyone. My computer's just not that great at running a lot of things that process a lot of space. Okay.
Hello.
We found ether at Alexei's shop.
Really? That seems out of place at an antique shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the list of commonly used accelerants for fires. Good find.
I'm turning the case over to you.
Nancy Drew, taking over.
Okay, now that we handed the case back to Nancy, we can go get those fingerprints and analyze them. Okay. The keys. Fingerprint number 1. Fingerprint number 2. And fingerprint number 3. Okay. Let's go analyze them. Actually, we can finally use this fingerprint scanner. Whoops, went to the computer too soon. Okay, time to analyze the fingerprints. Okay. Okay, now that we put the fingerprints in the scanner, let's go in here and see if we can find out whose fingerprint was on the note that Deirdre had gotten. Okay, let's compare. Nope, not Alexei. Not even Deirdre's. Whoa, it didn't match any of these suspects. So that must mean there's only one person who we haven't gotten her fingerprint yet, but I think maybe just be our culprit, the one who's responsible for that note. Okay, let's see what else we need to do on our task list. Gotta call Bess and try to figure out a way to get Brenda distracted. So we gotta hand the case to her. It's a whole process you gotta do to get Brenda's fingerprint. So I'm gonna show it to you in this video.
Nancy, what's up? It's your turn to take the case. Bess, reporting for duty.
Okay, now that we've handed the case to Bess, let's go in and talk to Toni Scallari.
Well, hey there, kid. How are you holding up? I'm okay. Sorry to hear about your friend. Never expected something like that from her. This must have been pretty rough on you.
She didn't do it, really. You've got to believe me.
Yeah.
Bess, I believe you. I believe that's what you think. We never know what someone is capable of until it's too late.
She's innocent. Really innocent. I know it.
All right. I wasn't trying to upset you, Bess, I promise. You're very protective of your friends, and that's a good thing. She's got a lot of evidence stacking up against her right now. You can't deny that.
Okay, now let's...
Can you tell me where you were at 217 on the day of the fire?
Uh-huh.
Here.
I thought you'd be a little more concerned about Nancy's arrest.
Yeah.
I know this is hard for you. I do. You brighten up my shop when you drop in, Bess. I hate to see you so upset. Of course I care, but what can I do?
Do you know anything about Brenda and Nancy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to tell you, there's a lot of animosity on Brenda's end. Between you and me, Brenda's still furious about the Antiquities of the Ancient World special.
The traveling exhibit that Nancy found out was full of fakes?
That's the one. Brenda broke the story herself. Word is, she had negotiated a special with one of the cable channels. But when Nancy broke the story, the cable people killed her special. Brenda went full out ballistic when she heard. I don't know if this is true or not. They say one of the Heights 9 news interns went home that day with a broken arm.
What?
That's the rumor. One thing I know, she hates Nancy. Big time.
I think for the rest of this video, I'm going to talk to Toni Scallari. Well, is that how you pronounce her name? But for the rest of this video.
Why did you close the shop yesterday?
Oh, Bess, it's not good. It's just me. I had to let the staff go.
I'm sure it'll pick up.
Thanks, Bess. I hope you're right.
I know the case against Nancy looks pretty strong, but I consider you a friend. Maybe you could help?
You're a good friend, Bess. Just make sure you're not sticking your neck out for someone who doesn't deserve your trust.
Where were you during the fire?
Mm-hmm.
I really shouldn't be talking about this. Okay, this off the record?
Yes.
I was out canvassing the area, planting signs, shaking hands, the whole thing, you know? And suddenly, I see smoke and run to check it out. When I get there, the whole town hall is lit up, just like out of Hollywood or something. Unbelievable. That's where my first job was, you know?
You worked in Hollywood? That's awesome!
Yeah.
No, I worked in that building.
Oh.
That was a billion years ago. Oh, would you believe that back then I shared an office with Tommy Lindenson? He's city council upstate now. Such a cutie. Most of the good-looking ones are dumb as a big box of stupid, but not him. Hard to keep my eyes on my work when he was around. Listen to me. You don't care about that. The fire. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
I called it in, and then I waited for the fire department to show up. That's the end of that.
Who did you see at the fire?
I saw Nancy, but you knew that. Saw Alexei, too.
Do you think Alexei would have started the fire?
Mm-hmm.
Between you and me, that one's a walking cautionary tale.
What's that mean?
It's not my place to talk about it. Sorry, Bess.
Bye!
Come again.